Hi Leo, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Annalisa and I'm doing a brief spread for October 2019 for you. Kind of the overall view, what's going on, the kind of lessons coming up, how to move forward with what you want, what to expect in love and career and health and spirituality, and overall where you're headed this month, okay? So first of all, looking back at September, we have, sorry about the bikes, pretty noisy. It might have been a kind of noisy, disruptive kind of September for you. Lots of stuff going on outside. So we've got the Five of Cups as kind of where you were, and the lessons as the Hierophant. So you probably went through some disappointment in September, some feeling like you weren't or didn't get what you wanted, or you didn't feel fulfilled, satisfied. You felt like maybe you lost a lot, you maybe cried a lot, like spilt a lot of tears, spilt some blood, like your heart was spilt open, but I feel quite an emotional way. And maybe just a sense of kind of grieving and needing to really go inside and reflect on who you are or what you want, or anything to do with some relationships. This can be romantic, but it can also be like family relationships or friends, even work relationships, but all to do with your emotion, basically your emotional connection to things, and needing to really look at where that fulfillment comes from, and not being aware of what is there, you know, of the light and the fulfillment that is existing there already. And amazing, like you had some big awakenings, I feel, maybe some big spiritual awakenings, some big truth, some big learning this month, about just your understanding of the nature of the universe and how things work. And I feel like you maybe received some specific understanding about, even about yourself, like what you need to build up, what you need to learn, where you need to start from in terms of your emotional fulfillment. Some deep lessons, and maybe some, I feel like some healing, some deep, even like ancestral healing, something to do with your foundation, past lives, that kind of thing. Maybe some lessons from past lives that came up. Okay. In terms of this month, what you want, Six of Cups, okay? So you're really focused on balancing your emotions, bringing things back into harmony, bringing in this integration with yourself, your self-fulfillment, your self-love, being able to honor yourself, respect yourself, and being able to share that with others. It may also be you're hoping to reconnect with a lover or someone from your past or parts of your childhood. Reconnect with lost parts of yourself that, you know, were wounded in childhood. Just this kind of integration and feeling of fulfillment, emotional satisfaction, and being able to step through to something new with that, like some kind of new opening with that. What the advice from Spirit is actually really focus on your work, okay? So it feels like you've already planted a lot of these seeds. You've already done a lot of the work you need in order to achieve this. So in order to for this to come, it's actually just a matter of time and waiting for it to be harvested. So you may feel like you want it right now, that you want it this month, that you want things to kind of, like, you want to move from this Five to the Six of Cups, basically. Maybe you even have a sense that this is for you, this is what you want, this is your destiny. But I think Spirit's just saying, like, you just need to give it some time to actually ripen on the plant. It's like, you know, the strawberries aren't quite red yet. They're still a bit green and hard, and you need to wait for them to go red and juicy so you can pick them. So really what you need to do this month is focus on yourself, on your work, on your stability, becoming like, I've got it clarified with the Queen of Wands. So like this kind of passionate, driven, like strong energy. This is Leo, right? This is the kind of Leo energy. So really focusing on yourself and your own, I think actually it's Sagittarius officially. But anyway, this fire, right? This kind of grounded fire energy. So really embodying and empowering yourself. What may be a challenge is the Emperor. And then interestingly, this is clarified with the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so I do feel like you have a certain person in mind. You feel like they are your divine counterpart. They are your match, your like reflection. Okay, but we've got the Nine of Pentacles, which is all about independence and being self-sufficient. And I feel like what you need to be aware of with this, like things not being quite ripe to pick, is that you need to be fully in this independence and they need to be fully in this independence, and it's not quite ready yet. Okay? It's not ripe. So yeah, you might be feeling a little bit impatient. This is your love life, 7 of Cups, with the Romeo here, with Prince. And so you kind of might be feeling a bit, emotional because you feel like you're ready and you want to kind of reconnect and establish some kind of relationship, and actually you don't really know how they feel because they're maybe just like they're like not very serious, or they're not really there, or you don't know how they feel, or there's some like uncertainty. And so there may be that kind of uncertainty is going to carry on, like this mixed feelings over this month. Okay, I'm going to come back to this in a minute. So relationships come up again, but just moving on to work. We've got the Page of Cups, so I feel like you're going to be receiving some praise, some attention, some like things are going to start coming in for you regarding work. Some new, I really feel like satisfaction in your work, and you're going to be receiving something that makes you feel satisfied. Whether this is pay, whether this is, like a promotion, or but I feel like it's more like praise or like recognition, or just some new, just being things kind of coming into balance for you. If you've put a lot out in your work, it's like you're going to start receiving. It's not going to be like huge. I feel like it's just going to be the initial feeling of contentment. Okay, like something new beginning or coming in. In terms of your health, 9 of Cups, overcoming anxiety, worries, and fears. So I feel like you are really going to be coming into a good place, even though you've got this kind of uncertainty in your love life. Generally, you're quite strong in overcoming any doubts and fears from before. In terms of your spirituality and your self-love, we've got the 2 of Swords. So this is about needing to go inside to make a decision rather than being confused by what's going on the outside. And we've got the Lovers and the 7 of Swords again on the inside. So it's interesting in terms of your spirituality and self-love. I feel like this is particularly connecting to the self-love, about being able to walk away from all these doubts and uncertainties, right? Leaving this 9 of Swords, these 7 of Swords, all these worries, these thoughts, these ideas that are kind of rattling around, and coming into a place of inner knowing about what's true in terms of your connection, in terms of your romance, in terms of your love, and really being able to make a decision from an inside place, inside knowing about what is true. Okay, this is what to focus on, the Ace of Rods. So I feel like this is divine inspiration, creativity, some real connection to source that is going to help you really know the truth about 4 of Wands, okay, about your desires, what you want, what your passion is, and what you want in terms of your romance, and help you overcome this 5 of Cups. All right, you're going to receive information this month, but I feel like it needs to be through spirit. So you need to stop listening to your mind or your worries or the kind of outside influence, and really it's about turning inside, and also especially connecting to spirits. I feel like meditation is really important for you this month, and this kind of truth, right? There's some kind of knowledge or truth, inspiration that wants to come to you, so you have a deeper understanding of your connections, of your emotional landscape in particular. Because your lesson, right, is about Wheel of Fortune, divine timing. You've got the 2 divine timing cards here, both of them, okay? It's about needing to be patient, and with the 7 of Wands, clarifying it, it's about being able to kind of stand up for it, being able to fight for what you want, and hold the kind of this wand, right? We've got the Ace of Wands, and then this guy fighting, holding this one wand, okay? Holding on to this truth, holding on to this knowing, onto this desire, onto this passion. And where we see you heading the end of the month is the Justice card, okay? So things coming into balance, truth, karma, really being able to reap what you sow. So it may be things are going to be shifting by the end of the month, and you're going to see some hope. You're going to have some just have some light, some healing. Okay, this month you're going to be like really healing something from the past, from this, maybe this Five of Cups energy. You're really going to have been healing that. So things are coming into balance. Karma is going to start coming around. Things are going to start turning. The wheel is moving, okay? So we've got the Justice cards a lot. We've got the divine timing, everything coming around into balance in its own time, and you needing to clarify your emotion. Yeah, and be quite clear and decisive in your energy. Okay? I hope that makes sense to you. Thank you so much for tuning in, Leo. I look forward to speaking to you again another time. Have a great month if I don't see you before.